Hello, my name is Andrea Scammacca. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at BMS Systems. Journey in India, it's a very special one to talk about. It started in November 2020 after a virtual bilateral summit between the two Prime Ministers of India and Luxembourg, Ministry Modi and Ministry Shahid Akhter, in which after that the doors were open for us, for BMS Systems, to join India. And just 2 months later, we managed in a record time to open already an assembly line of our products. So semi-finished in Luxembourg and final assembly here in India. And we continue this journey in developing this beautiful company. And step by step, in the month of August, so just 9 months later, we opened the head office in Mumbai. Continuing this path, we open additional offices like in Ahmedabad, and finally, in January, our gem here, our manufacturing plant in Mundra, for which we are very proud of. It was open. It was very useful immediately from the day one, because we were still under the pandemic, where there was a high need of vaccine and therefore a need of medical devices. In the course of these months, still we opened an office in Delhi, and very recently, a few months ago, a new R&D office. So this is just a summary in a few minutes to say that it started from an idea, and we really believed in that. And that's how, in the different location, in a different sector, we continuously grow BMS Systems in India. So I believe the Made in India, also so-called Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think it's a very important initiative from our Prime Minister, because it aims, obviously, to increase the power of India versus avoiding importing and depending from external players in the economy. It's a very strong economy, and it's a very supportive initiative that BMS Systems took seriously. In fact, at the beginning of our journey, we were simply assembly, therefore we were importing from Europe and we were doing the final assembly. And step by step, we arrived at the level of made in India, fully our medical devices. So I think R&D, it's a very important area that often is underestimated. If we consider that anything we do, anything we as B-Medical, but in general, anything companies are inventing, it's coming from an R&D. And for us, as B-Medical is very important. More than 10% of our employees are hired for R&D purpose. R&D is essential when it comes to medical devices, especially because this can take at risk life of people. And before we typically release a product, it takes months, and very meticulous tests are typically done at our company. But it's not only about medical sector. In general, as I said before, R&D, it's typically underestimated. I think India has to really increase the importance that gives to R&D in order to make sure that the products that will be released are at fully independent, and therefore increasing and improving the infrastructure without having the dependency from foreign countries. We could accelerate the support of the COVID vaccination. It's the medical device we have, ultra cold -80. When Pfizer and BioNTech announced that the vaccine, COVID vaccine, should have been stored at -80, we were one of the few medical device suppliers having this type of technology. On top of that, our device is possible to be set up in 3 different set points. And this helped those companies to fight COVID with the versatility we used to have. So all in all, it is very, very important technology on 2 aspects. Number one is the temperature, when it comes to the importance of temperature itself for storage and transport, and the monitoring. We are moving forward to an era in which data will be everything. It's already started to be today, but data will be more and more everything. And we have started already a few years ago to develop solutions that will bring us even with additional enhancement, where we can, from an office, monitor more than 80,000 devices. We understand what is the temperature inside, we understand the health of that medical device. This can help, in fact, the full supply chain, because the worst thing we want to do is to deliver a vaccine to a medical device in a remote country, remote place, where at the end, at the time of the delivery, when the vaccine has to be stored, the medical device is not working, is having an issue. Technology continue to move forward, and in my opinion, the next step will be, after being able to monitor the temperature from distance, understanding the health of a medical device, is also understanding how many vaccines are in this moment in certain medical devices. Because it happens often that in a medical device there are up to $10 million of vaccine. So it is extremely important to be able to, again, monitor data from a distance, from remote. The Mundra plant started 1 year ago, and it's still at the beginning of its journey, because the potential here is very high. The demand in the market is huge. The medical sector is growing. There is a strong need of improving infrastructure, and we are here to make sure that the Indian population is receiving our medical devices, which are done for saving lives. And the journey at the Mundra plant is to continue develop new products, even just that are not even available today in other countries, exactly tailor-made for India. And also other technologies like, for example, the phase change material, PCM. We have a high-level, sophisticated PCM lab here in Mundra, in which we are developing different type of temperature, again, to get closer to our customers. I believe India will continue to grow. And I have a good example. Luxembourg 40 years ago was a small company that step by step made an expansion. We believe India will expand too, and potentially could become the gate of Asia when it comes to biomedical systems supply.